Today's installment of Balk Dirty to Me is brought to you by Bum Voyage. Do you have an unsightly cinnamon ring? If so, try Bum Voyage. If you order now, it comes with 2 free finger applicators. Remember, that's Bum Voyage. You might have 99 problems, but a cinnamon ring, it ain't one.
Welcome back to another Balk Dirty to Me wrap-up. This is Mitz, ready to give you my assessment of what went down in tonight's action. Your pitching matchup tonight featured another tall Rays lefty Ryan Yarbrough, who's 2-1 with a 3.33 ERA on the year. He faced Braves resident ace Julio Teheran, sporting a similar line with a 2-1 record and a 3.65 ERA, but a much taller hairdo. Last night's game featured minimal offense, so hopefully tonight we see some fireworks on Atlanta's end while Teheran takes care of business on the bump as we wrap up this 2-game affair in St. Pete. Ain't a damn thing to say about the top of the first, except that Atlanta may want to check with Child Protective Services about Tampa Bay's use of 13-year-old pitchers. Yarbrough looks to be in the same grade as Blake Snell. In the bottom 1, Franco-eyed Denard Span is batting the leadoff spot tonight for Tampa after playing a bench role last night, and he starts the game with a strike and says, "Oh man, time for a nap." The Braves got the party started in the second as Inciarte rips a double up the middle, scoring Markakis easily. For this team to make a run, they really need Ender to get back to being Ender. Ender steals second, but never makes it home due to the Braves' impressive 497th check swing strikeout of the series, which I believe is a record. Teheran is one of those rare birds that can make an 88-mile-an-hour fastball look like 96 on swinging strikes, with excellent deception and unpredictability as to when he's going to unleash it and where. Bottom of 2, and not much to say here, but I will mention Dick-nosed Carlos Gomez pop-out. That shit makes me feel alive. Little Lion Man Acuna Jr. gets his paw nipped by an inside pitch, loading up the bases with 0 outs. After a sac fly by Freeman, Nick Sweet Cakes steps up to the plate and says, "Opa!" racing a fastball to deep right, giving the Braves the 5-0 lead. That will be all in the third as Tyler Flowers, sporting some righteous racquetball glasses, struck out to end the frame. One can only assume with the way Tyler sweats, those fuckers got fogged up. Teheran handling his business in the top of the 4th, aided by a slick diving grab by left fielder Acuna, making up for the mistracked ball earlier in the game. Great sign for Atlanta in the top of 4 as Inciarte again slaps a hot shot right back where it came from, hopefully signs of a hot streak on the Venezuelans' horizon. Very appropriate that these games are in the circus tent because some of these umpires are making some clown calls, bro. Interference called on Camargo after the catcher had already dropped the ball. Inciarte got stranded. In the bottom of 4, shit got a little tricky. Teheran got jumped on quick with a couple hard-hit balls, putting runners at 2nd and 3rd, but Julio said, "Yo, I ain't hear no bell." And he got up off the mat, striking out 2 in a row and capping it off, including a harmless grounder to Camargo at short. Nothing doing in the top of 5. Other than Matt Duffy's snare off the bat of Markakis, Duffy has been a bright spot during these 2 games for the Rays with his glove. Asshat Carlos Gomez starts off the bottom of the 5th and nearly screws himself into the ground on a 68-mile-an-hour breaker. He may have just left his jockstrap and ACL at the plate. That was about as entertaining as it got. Hats for bats. Joey's bat's cold. Another unsuccessful at-bat for Jose Bautista. He wasn't the only one, though, as the Braves failed to produce a base runner in their half of the 6th. Possibly the ballsiest play of the game was the whiter-than-white with a name-to-match Rays first baseman Bradley Miller rocking Bone Thugs and Harmony as his walk-up music. Let's just hope Malik Smith and Denard Span signed off on that one, because that could make for a awkward locker room. Teheran tied him up on an off-speed pitch, letting him know he'll see him at the crossroads, handling him and the rest of the Tampa Bay lineup with ease in the 6th. Camargo leads off the 7th for the Braves, poking one to short left, and Denard Span makes a fantastic sliding grab and couldn't look less excited about it. Sam Freeman holds serve in the bottom of 7. The Braves were like, we weren't even trying because we already have 5 in the top of the 8th. Aussie sidewind at Peter innings eater. takes over the mound saying, "Oi, how about that Uncle Peter gets out here and throws a couple googlies?" Unfortunately for Moylan, his donkey drops were everywhere as he loads the bases, and snit happens as Brian Snitker makes the move to the bullpen, bringing in A.J. Minter. Minter limits the damage to 2 runs, and I doubt he gives a shit because those are Peter Innings Eaters runs, so joke's on him. Smooth sailing after that as the Braves cruise. So the Braves get the win with a 5-2 score, and thank God they did because Philadelphia was a half game back to start the day, and they just beat San Francisco Giants 11-2. Teheran makes a second straight brilliant start, earning the win, going 6 innings, giving up 4 hits, no runs, and striking out 7. His counterpart, Yarborough, also pitched well, but ultimately a mistake to Nick Markakis sealed his fate. Off to Miami, the Braves go to see the Fish for the first time this season, starting a 4-game series. 2-2, Mike, that was a fucking strike, Fultonevich will battle 2-3 Caleb Smith to set the tone for the series. Join me again tomorrow night after the game for a wrap-up through the eyes of this Braves fan. Until then, this is Mitch with Balk Dirty to me saying, play ball.